Hi, Dave here from Paradigm Games, and today I'm going to take you through the event cards of UFO Wave. Events are one of these scan cards that can come out throughout the game, and two of them are shuffled in at random into the scan at the start of the game. They affect all players when they come out. Some are positive and some more negative. You won't know what point of the game they're going to show up or which ones are going to appear. I'll now take you through each of the event cards in turn, so let's have a look at them. So first of all, we've got Alliance. Now with Alliance, everybody temporarily puts their differences aside and starts working together. And what you do with this is you will pass one of your plan cards to the player on your right, so everybody gets a plan card passed to them, unless the player to their left doesn't happen to have any plan cards at that point, in which case they're exempt, of course. So that can benefit you, but it also means you've got to chuck away a small part of your own hand. Next we've got Body Marked. This one references the body marking phenomena, which is common with alien abduction. And with this particular card, everybody must discard a watching human if they have a human watching them at the time. Now, you may remember from previous videos that humans, while usually negative, can sometimes be positive. So if you've got believers watching you at that point, you'll be forced to discard them, even if you've worked hard to get them at that point of the game. Next one we're going to look at is Brainstorm. This one, everybody sits back a minute and has time to think, and you're able to discard as many of your plan cards as you wish and then redraw new ones. So if there's ones kicking around in your hand that you're not really using, or you don't think are going to be of use at that point of the game, you could get rid of them and draw new ones in their place. Next we've got Cover Up. For this one of your activities that you've previously claimed, or maybe some of the energy that you've previously drawn from the scan, is essentially covered up like it never existed, and each player has to discard one of their claimed cards of their choice. Disclosure. With this one, the cat's out of the bag, and everything becomes clear, and everybody must temporarily display their hands to all the other players, so everybody can get a good look at the cards in everybody's hands at that point of the game. Hive Mind. This one's quite a disruptive event that can occur, and with this, everybody's minds become merged as one. And what happens with this is everybody has to give their entire hands into a pile. They're all shuffled up, and then people get dealt out the same number of cards that they had. So that can completely change the aesthetic of the game. You may have some really good cards in your hand, which you're planning to use, and all of a sudden they get given to the other players. But coincidentally, you may have bad cards and may suddenly find that you've got much better options. With Nursery Duty, you've essentially tasked with looking after some baby aliens for a while. This gives you time to think, and it enables all players to draw an extra plan card. The Return to Base event, depending on what point it comes out, may have a massive impact or zero impact on the scan. Essentially, what happens is all humans on the scan are discarded, and then new cards from the scan are redealt to take the places. So you don't really know what's going to happen with that one. Maybe further humans will come out, or maybe be completely different cards. This one's UFO Down, and it references the UFO crashes that have occurred through history. So essentially with this one, all players must discard a craft card of their choice if they have a craft card in their hand. If not, then they're lucky and they get let off the hook. Our final event card is called Vortex, and again this one can be quite dramatic and largely change the game at that point when it comes out. With this, the entire scan is picked up, shuffled back into the scan deck, and then a new scan is laid out from scratch. So completely new cards are going to come out at that point, so it could change things quite dramatically. So that's our final event card. So there you've seen the 10 different events of the game that are going to come with the base game. We've also got some plans for other events which you'll hear more about with the Kickstarter when that comes later this year. So I hope you've enjoyed that nice little overview of the event cards, and I'll see you again soon for more videos. Thank you.